Former Secretary of Housing and Urban Development, Dr. Ben Carson. Dr. Carson, always a pleasure to have you on American Agenda. So your initial thoughts of this meeting? Zohran Mamdani, he basically campaigned on anti-capitalism, anti-Donald Trump, anti-president of the United States. What do you think?
Well, it's going to be very interesting because the two represent diametrically opposed ideologies. America became great based on the can-do attitude, not the what can you do for me attitude, which is what socialism is all about. I'll take care of you from cradle to grave. You give me all the power, I'll take care of you. That sounds very good to people who don't really have a lot of ambition. They just want to be taken care of. That's not traditionally what Americans have represented. And I think it's going to be very interesting to see what they can agree on. I hope they can agree on quality of life for people, but it can't go down the socialist road, which basically digs the hole deeper and deeper of debt and destroys the future. There's no socialist country who's ever adopted that philosophy that has worked, and we're not going to work either if we do that.
Dr. Carson, we know the word affordability has been very, very important from the Trump administration, but also from Mayor-elect Mamdani. Do you think that there will be any overlap of agreement in terms of affordability, or, as you pointed out, are they just coming at this from two impossibly different sides?
But I think we all recognize that there's an affordability problem. I remember I bought my first house when I was 33 years old. And it cost $126,000. The same house today costs $571,000. And, salaries have not increased commensurate with that. So there's no question that there's an issue that we have to deal with. But a lot of it has to do with stacking regulation after regulation on top of people. We've made progress in terms of our building procedures. And we just need to approach this with some common sense and not lay layer after layer of regulation, each of which costs a lot of money. We can do this. And I think the Trump administration recognizes this. I've talked with and I'm working with many members, and we're going to get this right, but it takes a while to turn it around. We turned a lot of it around during the first Trump administration. At HUD alone, we got rid of more than 2,000 regulations and sub-regulations. That helps tremendously, but we got a ways to go keep up with what's going on.
Dr. Carson, real quick, I want to play a soundbite from Zohran Mamdani's victory night, where he talked about, well, first he insulted the president, and then he talked about dismantling the systems that allowed Donald Trump to become Donald Trump. Here, I'm going to play it.
And if there is any way to terrify a despot, it is by dismantling the very conditions that allowed him to accumulate power.
Dr. Carson, what does that mean? What does he want to dismantle exactly? What's he getting at?
Well, in order for him to have power, in order for socialists to survive, they have to have a complex, very large government. And Donald Trump is trying to simplify the government, put decisions and money in the hands of people. That's what they don't want. They have to dismantle that. But it's not going to work, I don't think. I think the American people are actually a lot smarter than the socialists think they are. And they will sit down and make a comparison and recognize that's not the direction they want to go in, particularly the young people, many of whom have grown up under this system. This is all described very nicely in a book called The Naked Communist, where an FBI agent who spent his whole career studying communism outlined what's going on. And if you read the congressional record, January 10th, 1963, where a congressman from Florida outlined the whole program. It really is quite sobering because you can see all the things that are happening right now. It's programmatic, it's planned, and it's the way that they plan to change fundamentally our nation.
And as you said, Dr. Carson, historically, it just doesn't work. All right, we're going to have to leave it there. Dr. Ben Carson, thank you.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.